Welcome to our first video, and today I'll be talking about Chapter 2, dealing with the fundamentals of motivation. There are two sides to motivation: movement and motive. Motivation can be seen, whereas motive can only be inferred. Motives constitute the whys of behavior. Motives are also directed toward goals. The goal that has the highest motive strength is the one a person will attempt to satisfy through goal-directed behavior. Having satisfied that goal, an individual then will proceed to the goal with the next highest motive. This is in line with Aristotle's definition of human being as a teleological animal, that is, a goal-seeking animal. So goals are what motivate and drive us. There are 5 basic needs identified by Maslow in his hierarchy of values. Of course, Maslow has proved to have little impact on any true theoretical understanding. Nevertheless, Maslow is tossed out continuously, and if you take courses in education like I have, you'll hear his name mentioned with great reverence. However, let's take a quick look at Maslow. He identifies the most fundamental of all needs as physiological: food, clothing, shelter. When these are satisfied, safety replaces them. Safety needs are of 2 types: survival and security. Next up the line are social needs, such as the desire for friendship, affection, and acceptance. Level 4 of the hierarchy comprises esteem needs, the need to feel important and respected. Research shows that prestige and power are the 2 motives closely related to esteem needs, and to the degree that these motives can be satisfied, esteem needs can be met. At the top of the hierarchy is self-actualization. Because people satisfy these needs in so many different ways, behavioral scientists know less about them than the other 4 types of needs. However, research does reveal there are 2 motives directly related to self-actualization: competence and achievement. If individuals can satisfy these motives, they can fulfill their drive for self-actualization. Learning Objective 3 describes the 2-factor theory of motivation and explains its relevance to the practicing manager. Herzberg, who we will come across frequently, a major published researcher, he discovered that people desire upper-level need satisfaction. In his famous 2-factor theory of motivation, he divided all job factors into 2 categories: hygiene factors, which may prevent employee dissatisfaction but not promote true motivation, and motivators: recognition, advancement, growth, achievement, work itself. Herzberg contends that the hygiene factors do not produce motivation but do prevent dissatisfaction. Conversely, motivators can give satisfaction but not dissatisfaction. Today, the 2-factor theory is criticized as incomplete and erroneous. Some researchers report that money is a motivator for many people, despite Herzberg's claim that it is a hygiene factor. Similarly, many researchers report that workers regard recognition and the chance for advancement as dissatisfiers. At best, the 2-factor theory is a controversial approach to motivation. Learning objective number 4 discusses expectancy theory, noting how both valence and expectancy influence motivational force. So valence theory. Expectancy theory holds that motivation can be expressed as the product of valence and expectancy. Valence is defined as the measure of a person's preference for a particular outcome. Expectancy is the perceived probability that a specific outcome will follow from a specific act. By multiplying the values of valence and expectancy, one can derive a motivational force number. The higher the number, the greater the motivation. Expectancy theory is very helpful in understanding motivation for several reasons. The expectancy model urges us to look at motivation as a force greater in some people than in others. It also suggests that valence and expectancy are a result of individual experiences, and what will highly motivate one person may create no motivational force in another. Expectancy theory makes it possible to study the issue of equity in motivation among specific individuals, as opposed to examining the general motivation of groups. In learning objective number 5, we explain the value of money, employee satisfaction, incentives, and recognition in the motivational process. Money is a motivator. It helps fulfill both lower and upper level rewards. Money can take numerous forms, including salary and benefits. Organizations have begun adapting financial incentives to individual needs through the use of cafeteria-style plans. This allows people to choose those rewards that are best for them. However, organizations also realize that non-financial rewards, such as recognition, are important motivators. These can take a wide number of forms, including thank you notes, recognition parties, and publication of achievements in the company newspaper. Last of all, in Learning Objective 6, we develop a plan of action for finding a job. The first step in developing a plan of action for finding a job is deciding on a career field that matches your talents, abilities, aptitude, and interests. An array of jobs is available within each career field. A more complex stage in the process is narrowing the selection of jobs to the ones that are of interest to you and offer the benefits and perks that are important to you. The Occupational Outlook Handbook, your College Career Center, and college counselors are all excellent sources for conducting your research. Well, that concludes our examination of the learning objectives for Chapter 2. Enjoy reading the chapter, take a look at the questions, answer them as thoroughly as you can, and we will proceed through our discussion of modern human relations at work, how management and employees meet each other's needs by coming together in an intelligent fashion. Thank you very much.